I live in Charlottetown. Yeah.
What a cool spot, right?
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me
the
about...
cool thing about Canada is every time I go somewhere new, it's like this beautiful new discovery.
You must be feeling really proud that it's TIFF that we're here at.
Yeah, absolutely. TIFF is such a special world stage for films, and for me personally, to be able to bring it to my home, and have it shown here is really, really exciting.
Let's talk about the incredible cast. Obviously, it's a powerful story, deserves a powerful cast. What was it like working with these amazing names?
I mean, they're all so incredible, and they all were fans of each other, which is sort of the thing you really love to see. It's sort of like Michael Shannon talking about, oh man, I've always wanted to work with Richard E. Grant. Rami and Russell being like, oh, I loved you in this, and so and it's almost like dancers. It's dancers want to dance with great dancers, and so sort of watching them all interact that way was incredible. And John Papsadera, our fantastic casting director, who cast Oppenheimer. We're in pretty good hands with John. Yeah.
Michael, what was it like working with such an incredible ensemble cast for such a powerful story?
Yeah, well, I love working with Russell. I got to work with him on Man of Steel, but we got a little more dialogue this time, which I enjoyed. And I loved working with some people, unfortunately, that aren't here today. Ren Schmidt, Mark O'Brien, that played my team. Loved working with Richard E. Grant. Big fan of his for years.
Richard, what was your experience like working with such a magnificent ensemble cast?
Because we were all in Budapest and they recreated the courtroom in a studio exactly to the scale and specific detail of Eva Stewart, the production designer of the original Nuremberg trial, you felt that you were really in the thing for real. And the people who were cast as the Nazi Party, all the actors, led by Russell Crowe, were very intimidating, and you felt that their uniforms and their bearing was something that you felt that you had something to really take on as a prosecutor, which I was playing. And Chief Prosecutor Jackson is played by Michael Shannon, who looks like he's been sculpted out of Rushmore mountainside, so it was exhilarating to be around all that.
A powerful story deserves a powerful cast. What was it like working alongside some of these heavyweights?
I mean, I've been a fan of all of them. Richard Grant, who's right here, is, I think every actor saw Withnail and I, and it changed their lives. And we became great friends. And, despite the subject matter, we all were in the same hotel in Budapest for months, and we all got on really well and spent a lot of time together. And it was a really enjoyable experience. I mean, despite the rigor and the subject matter, going to work with actors of that caliber and a director who was so well prepared, who wrote the script, and a cinematographer like Dariusz Wolski, and the sets were incredibly well executed. The whole thing was extremely well produced. So it's really all you can ask for.
What did you love most about your character?
Love. What did I love about Hermann Goering?
What was it like working with such a magnificent cast on this movie?
I was stunned every day. I had to pinch myself every day in order to feel like this is really happening. This is one of every actor's dream, of course, to work with these people, but then to find out that they're all actually very, very nice and sweet and simple in a good way. Grounded, with big hearts, and they hug you, they know your name. I'm like, I didn't expect that. So I was just smiling every day.
What was it like working with such a magnificent cast on this movie?
Oh my gosh, it really was a dream. The level of talent and the camaraderie as well. Everyone knew that we were working on something special, and so there was a behind the scenes a bond that we all formed, and particularly amongst the actors.
I'm hearing rumors of a particular scene that was over 20 minutes long, or a continuous shot. Is that right?
There's a courtroom scene that we shot 25-minute takes for. And it's Russell and Michael Shannon, and we scheduled it for 3 days, and the first AD did, and I said, they're not going to want to break it up in three, they're going to want to do this in one, and it's 20 pages of dialogue, and they were like, no, we're going for it, and it is one of the most amazing days I've ever had on a set.